Isn't that the question with this Dutch team? Kind of that forward line, and is it quality enough?
It is. And you cannot point at a player and say, well, yeah, that's our number 9. It's sort of a mixed bag of players that kind of rotate, and Memphis Depay comes in and gets a goal. Maybe you get Frenkie de Jong coming out of the midfield and gets a goal. You don't quite know where the goals are going to come from, but what you do know is that there is talent behind that front line, and good enough talent where they're going to build and they're going to create, and then it's going to come down to getting a goal here and there. Against Northern Ireland, they'll be good enough to do so. Against better competition, then that's when you have to start asking questions. But having said that, we saw them last month against Germany, how good they can be and how explosive they can be, even without a number 9. The question you would have to ask is, man, how good would this team be if they had a Van Nistelrooy, or if they had a Patrick Kluivert, if they had one of those guys, reference points that you know they're going to score the goals?
You mentioned Germany. Let's switch our focus to the Germans now. Joachim Löw seems to have a goalie controversy on his hands. Ter Stegen or Neuer? Who do you pick? So it all kind of started last month. Here's Ter Stegen's opening quote about not being the number 1 for his national team. Quote, "This trip with the national team has been a tough blow for me. It drives me a bit mad." That started things off. Then, of course, there was a response from Manuel Neuer. "Of course I noticed that." Referencing the comments, "I don't know if this will help us as a team. We are a team. We have to stick together. The goalkeepers also have to stick together." Neuer's response got a response from Ter Stegen. "I don't think that Neuer has to talk about my feelings or assess them. His remarks were inappropriate, but I don't want to say much more. I want to bring an end to all this controversy." So what does the manager say? Well, the manager has come out and said that Ter Stegen will stay as the number 2. I've said several times already, Manuel Neuer is our captain and number 1 with a view to the European Championship. Except for this last part. As long as nothing extraordinary happens. There are 2 great goalies.
Is any quotes from Colleen Rooney here or Rebecca Vardy?
You're still waiting on that, aren't you? It is a little back.
Well, I tell you what.
Dramatic.
Is this a competition between 2 of the most thin-skinned goalies on the planet, or what? Because he's upset with what he said, and he's upset with what he said. Of course, it's going to be doing his nut in, Ter Stegen, if you go away with the national team and you're not playing. Any player worth their salt who goes away.
Should he keep it to himself? That's the point Neuer's making.
Well, what do you want to say? What do you want him to say? Would the press say, yeah, I'm delighted. Yeah, I'm playing great for Barcelona, and I'm really happy to come along here and sit in my backside while a guy that's not playing as well plays in the team. That's what players do, and you've got to accept the competition. But it's crystal clear, I think, from me anyway, that Jogi Löw has made his mind up. Yeah. Barring the fact he does a Massimo Taibbi and lets it through the legs in a big game.
Here's the thing. We just saw Ter Stegen saying, well, I would just like for this controversy to end. Well, here's a magical way. You guys pick up the phone, or next time you're in the national team camp, you talk to each other, you put it out there, and that's it. Nothing else to be said and nothing else to be done because, oh, by the way, neither one of them gets to make the decision as to who plays. That's Jogi Löw. And clearly he's already said, Ter Stegen, you're great, but not that great.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPNFC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.